Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, ngeviki eliphelile sikhuluma ngendaba immigration nama illegal immigrants. Kunevideo engiyibonile lapho khona amaphoyisa egasele khona kuma farm noma kwindawo lezi ama industrial areas ezile kwaSithebe. Indawo kaSithebe ke ile eMandeni lapho bethole khona ama illegal immigrants aboshiwe. Sizoza ukuthi mangaki kwenzakalani. Lilonke nje shuthi umsebenzi ukhona eSouth Africa kodwa not for abantu base South Africa. Ziningi izathu mhlambe zalokho ngenxa cheap labor nani kodwa nje lokhu kusho ngokusobala ukuthi umsebenzi ukhona eSouth Africa kodwa lo msebenzi awukho for abantu base South Africa. Ngizokucaphunela ke video bese siqhubeka ke nendaba.
Give us an update on what's happening there.
Thank you very much. We are here in KwaSithebe in Mandeni with the Department of Home Affairs as well as the Employment and Labor. They are busy trying basically to assist the law enforcement agencies here in Mandeni to try locate the foreign nationals that were found to be working in these factories without a proper documentation, and all those with not who did not have those documentation will be arrested. But I will just speak to the Deputy Minister, Joe Mosby, who will briefly tell us about the purpose of the visit today. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Briefly about the visit and what have been found so far.
Thank you very much. The purpose of the visit today is to make sure that companies that are doing business in this country do comply with the laws of this country, in particular the labor laws and immigration laws in particular. So we have been to different companies here in KwaSithebe Mandeni, and what we have found is appalling, I must say. The level of non-compliance is very high, and that's why we deliberately came here, because this is a targeted inspection work that we are doing, because we have heard quite a lot about how these companies are treating our people, how they are behaving in terms of paying our people regarding the minimum wage, the Basic Condition of Employment Act, and many other things. But what we have found, which is worse, is the number of illegal foreign immigrants that we have found in these companies. I've been to
Sizoqhubeka nevideo kodwa akucacisayo la ukuthi inhloso yabo ukuthi bavakashe la ukuthi bazwile ukuthi kulezi ndawo abantu abatrithwa kahle futhi abakhokhelwa kahle ngokwe minimum wage base beyafika kodwa into abafike bayithola ukuthi amakhampani awa comply na Immigration Act, amakhampani awa comply nama Employment Equity Act, le mthetho egovernor indaba zabasebenzi zokuqashwa kwabantu uthi abacomply. Futhi okunye futhi abakutholile ukuthi kunabantu abangama illegal immigrants abaqashiwe lapha. Athi siqhubeke naye sizwe ukuthi bangaki labantu kwenzakalani kodwa ngizwe bethi babalulwa ko 400 asizwe ke sikuqinisekise.
Two companies right now. In the first company, it's the same stuff. Both of them, they operate the same, but I've heard that they come from the same big company. They are a chain of companies. We found that about 400 to 500 illegal foreign immigrants that are working here coming from Lesotho, and the number of South Africans that are working here are not paid as per the minimum wage. They are paid far below minimum wage, which is very sad, because we set the standard of minimum wage because we wanted to protect the vulnerable workers who are at the bottom end of the labor market. But also they are not registered with UIF, they are not registered with compensation fund, meaning if you are not registered with UIF, if you lose your job, government can't be able to, UIF can't be able to pay you while you are still looking for the job or looking for work. But if you are not registered with compensation fund again, it means if you get injured, you won't be able to be paid by government. It ends there. So
Ayibaningi labantu mayithi 400 to 500 yabantu abangama illegal immigrants okwesibili la makhampani awarejistanga ne-UIF. Okusho ukuthi abasebenzi babo abayithatha imali ye-UIF abayikhokheli UIF okuyi-unemployment insurance fund ukuthi umuntu mayiphelile lo msebenzi akwazi ukuclaima government while asafuna umsebenzi kube khona kutholayo abacomply ne-UIF abarejistile futhi ne-compensation fund in case kukhona olimalayo emsebenzini akwazi phela ukukhokhela zonke lezi zinto abazenzi kodwa labantu barana amabhizinisi. So ngiyalincoma kakhulu igxatha abalithathile lokuthi bawa attend la makhampani ngoba amakhampani for eside isikhathi bowazenzela uzwa abasebenzi bekhala kodwa kungekho la bazokhala khona. futhi hayi ukuthi izikhulu kahulumeni azikwazi lokho ukuthi phela zidla nabo uma ngathiwa nje manje kuqokwa ama-inspector ukuthi awa-inspector ama-companies lawo ama-inspector azofika lapha bawafumbathise iphele indaba agcine kube sengathi yonke into ihamba kahle asiphinde siqhubeke.
So that is high level of non-compliance. But beyond that, issues of OHS, occupational health and safety, the manner these buildings are, the manner they are wiring, the electrical wiring. But on this one, we found that they've got a huge big boiler that is not registered, that is using coal, that is marked, not even marked. Another one on the other side, it's marked in Chinese. And the laws in this republic don't allow that. But there is a high level of non-compliance again when it comes to how these people are getting paid. They don't get pay slips, they don't get leave. So they work continuously without getting a leave. Even their lunchtime, their ablution facilities, the conditions are appalling. So we're dealing with that right now, and I can assure you that we are going to continue doing this work. We are going to make sure that we camp here in KwaZulu, not only KwaZulu, we're going to go to other places. Whether you talk about Newcastle, you talk about Gauteng, you talk about Eastern Cape and Northwest. Quite a number of such companies we've heard about them, we have seen them. We are increasing our level of inspection and enforcement, working with the Department of Home Affairs, which is helping us quite a lot. The collaboration that we're having with SAPS is yielding results, and we are going to be very hard on them. If we have to close the company, we'll close the company down. We'll take even the owners of those companies because they do these things deliberately. They know that employing illegal foreigners is wrong and it's criminal. So we are going to do that and make sure that we clean South Africa. It must be cleaned. We must prioritize South Africans, especially on such jobs where you don't need specialized skills. The skills that are being used here, we've got abundance of them in South Africa. A number of our people have been working in textile industry. So you can't bring foreign people while we do have a skill in South Africa because you want to exploit them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Deputy Minister, for your time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There was the Deputy Minister briefing us about the issues that they've found in most of these areas. We also witnessed one of the employee that was basically hiding from the law enforcement agencies, was hiding in a dustbin, and they found him there. Others were hiding in the toilets, and the law enforcement agencies managed to pick them out from that area. Back to you in studio for now.
Ya siyambonga ku-Deputy Minister ngokuthi alithathe leli gxathu lokuthi abasukume bahambe baye kula makhampani bayo-check ukuthi aya-complya na. Kodwa nje abantu abasebenzayo bayazi. Abasebenzayo bayayazi lento eyenzekayo. Amakhampani futhi utreatwa ngathi nje uyinto ngoba phela nawe usuke uncengile. Ayikho into osuke uzoyenza. Kodwa nje mawuzwa nje izinto ngendlela ezenzeka ngayo, amakhampani ayazenzela la eSouth Africa. Awa-comply. If uzosebenza nabantu abongabadonsela u-IF, usebenza nabantu awuyidonsi compensation fund, from there even awulandeli nemithetho ye-health and safety, basenza kanjani? Ukhulume nokuthi babamba abantu ababala 400 kuya 500 nalo abamthole ecashe emgqonyeni kadoti ngoba nakho ebalekela ukuthi amaphoyisa angamboni ngoba engenawo amaphepha okubala eSouth Africa. Siyawabonga ke lo msebenzi owenziwe lo hulumeni wethu, siyawubonga kakhulu, uyancomeka. Yibo bonke abantu laba abefuneka balayishwe bazokwazi ukuthi baboshwe ngoba betholakale bengenamaphepha. Kanti kukhona nevideo engiyibonile ukuthi kunomlungu la okhokha 9,000 rand for ama services. Kodwa amasipala abayizange bazoqoqa izibi nama services akawatholi. Wayesedecide nje ukuthatha lezo zibi eyozithela ema-ofisini kamasipala. Cela ubone la. Nansi ngiposti la ngiyibone khona le video basho le ndoda ibhadale over 9,000 kuma rates akamasipala for ama services every month. Kodwa municipality azange imnika ama services, then wathatha lezo zibilezo wozidampe ofisini kamasipala eWarden. Yilezi ndaba bengithi angikulethele zona. Ngiyacela ukuza ukuphawula kwakho, ngizwe umbono wakho ukuthi wena uthini. Kakhulukazi mayelana nalolu daba le-immigration, ngoba phela if ukwazi ukuqasheka abantu abayi-500, 400 to 500, kusho ukuthi imisebenzi ikhona eSouth Africa, kodwa not for abantu abangama-South Africans. Kusho ukuthi imisebenzi ikhona eSouth Africa, kodwa not for ama-South Africans. Mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.